Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Indianapolis Colts. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and a yard.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down, even though he's still in the pocket. He had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now from way back there after the sack, it's third and goal, a long third and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor. A nice little juke. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down.
Blankenship on for the field goal. A 31-yard.
Blankenship's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Back to Mixon on second down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Flushed out right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Again, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 53, check 53. Here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT.
On third down, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Colts 3. Evan McPherson picking off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Forced out to his left. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Bengals 7, Colts 3.
Now a second down and 6. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than him. And when they're flowing and he's carrying the ball consistently, they're tough to beat.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Touchdown, Colts! Jonathan Taylor, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Nicholson, and he'll be out right at the 35.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Whistles and early there. The 15. And he's got a good gain of
Needed it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second and 8.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
The Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Burrow will throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Nicholson, and he'll be out of bounds. Up near the 45 at the 44.
But it's 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Bengals have recovered it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead is down to a field goal. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that they did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good start to the drive. Here's it's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation.